What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. All right, and welcome back to another episode. So today we're going to talk about how to grow through suffering and how suffering is actually necessary for you to get the life you want. And it's from a concept called applied suffering. And let's talk about suffering for a second. The word suffering doesn't sound good at all. Nobody wants to suffer while going through life. That word has a bad connotation. First, let's split up the two words, pain and suffering. Let's separate them so we can be a little more clear about this. So there's pain, and pain is really inevitable in your life. There's no way around it. You're going to experience pain. No matter who you are, at some point, you're going to have some scars. You're going to go through something. But suffering, on the other hand, is optional. There are some people who are still suffering from an event or suffering through the feelings and emotions of an event that happened 10 years ago. That's an option. These people are choosing to wake up and put themselves through that. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is an option. But let's talk about how we can use suffering to grow. So pain is a stimulus, and the purpose of this stimulus is for your brain or your body to make a change. Let me give you an example of pain and suffering and how to use suffering to help you grow. So let's say it's the middle of the summer and it's a hot summer day and you're outside without any shoes on. And let's say you're on a blacktop asphalt parking lot. And of course, in the middle of the summer, that asphalt is going to be hot and you don't have any shoes on. So you're going to feel that heat. Your brain will send you a signal telling you, hey, this is hot as hell. And that signal will encourage you to make a change. You're either going to have to change and put something on your feet, or you're going to have to change your pace and go a whole lot faster to get to where you're going. At the gym, you put yourself through pain. Your muscles won't grow unless the workout hurts a little bit. And you want to put your body through a prolonged pain for the best results. And that prolonged pain is suffering. Applied suffering. You're walking into the gym with the intent of putting your muscles through pain for a long period of time. They won't grow unless they go through some kind of pain. Think about how plants grow. There's a saying that I heard, and it says, the only way for a seed to turn into a flower, it has to completely destroy itself. The seed can't stay a seed forever if it's going to be a flower. It's got to break through that shell. It's got to be stretched and change. Same things with lobsters. When it's time for them to grow on the inside of that hard exoskeleton, they get too large. Their bodies are literally breaking through their shell. They're going through a lot of pain and growing and breaking out of their shell because they literally don't fit inside of it no more. Suffering. And like I said before, the universe, I've said this before, the universe will speak to you in 3 ways. 3 ways when it's time for you to make a change. The feather, the brick, and then the truck. First comes the whisper, the feather, like, hey, you should probably change. This ain't something that we need in our lives. Let's switch it up. And if you don't listen and keep doing whatever that thing is, then comes the slap, the brick. Life slaps you in the face. Things in your life are going to get harder. Life is like, okay, now I told you about that. Now look, you have to recover from this. Feel this pain. Don't do it again. We need to change. And then when you don't change, comes the truck, and life hits you with it. And this is something that is life-changing, something that takes you years to either get over it or it changes your life for good. Like for me, I used to drink and drive a lot, way too much. And for me, the feather was me waking up the next day, not remembering my drive home. Like, damn, I definitely shouldn't do that again. Then, and of course I kept doing it, then the brick came. When I got my DWI, I ended up losing my job at that time because I was in jail for the weekend, and it was really a low point in my life. Sitting in that cell with nobody to talk to, I was miserable. But That was a brick. Life said, okay, now I told you, and you didn't listen. And that took some time to recover from. Now the truck, luckily for me, I never got to that truck, but I could have. It could have been bad, right? I could have killed somebody. I could have seriously hurt myself. I could have hit somebody, right? That could have been prison time. That's a truck. And that scared the shit out of me. And all of these things I'm talking about, the feather, the brick, and the truck, are some kind of pain, some kind of suffering that you have to go through in order to grow. And here's the thing about pain. The problem that most people have with it, they avoid it. They want to feel as little pain as possible. They try to ensure that they don't ever feel any kind of pain, any kind of discomfort. We like to do anything to avoid discomfort. The word discomfort implies the opposite of your comfort zone, right? Discomfort. Look around you right now. Have you already gotten to the max of what your comfort zone has to offer you? If you look at what you have, what you accomplished, the comfort zone you're in, and everything you have, you probably have gotten and accomplished the max with where your comfort zone is, in this comfort zone. And if you stay in that comfort zone, more than likely, your life's going to stay the same forever. And ever and ever and ever. You're not going to have much more money, much more happiness. Now, I'm not saying that you won't have any more of these things, but you won't get as much as you would if you would step out of your comfort zone. You're not going to meet as many different people. You have to apply suffering. You have to apply discomfort in order for things to change. It's a stimulus for growth. Most people end up getting to this comfortable place in their life and they stay there forever. And unfortunately, our lives are designed that way. Our brains are wired this way. What's up, what's up, what's up? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for listening to this episode and to also let you know that this podcast is 100% donation driven, which means it's completely funded by you, the listener. So, if you like the content I have to offer, I would love it if you can make a donation and you get to pick the amount. I left links in the description of the video as well as my homepage. You can choose which way benefits you the best to donate. And if you need more options, please feel free to email me at dariusdotch@gmail.com. That's dariusdotch@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for being here and let's get back to it. Comfort zones mean safety. And back when we lived in caves and in tribes, comfort meant familiarity, which meant safety. But unfortunately, in this day and age, your comfort zone is where your dreams go to die. And that phrase, that saying may sound cliche or whatever you want to say about it, but it's absolutely true. Discomfort needs to be your friend if you want to do something amazing in your life. Discomfort needs to be your friend if you want to do something truly amazing in your life. Applied suffering is the stimulus you need to apply in your life for growth. So what does this mean? How does this manifest itself in your life? Well, let's look at working out, for example. When you go to the gym, you have to push yourself. You have to go past what's comfortable. You have to go beyond what's easy. It has to hurt. That's how you see results. That's how you see growth. And your brain works the same way that your body does. If you want to change your brain, your neuroplasticity, that's when your brain is able to change and change through growth and reorganization. It only happens when you push yourself and you do things outside of what you normally do. Think about this. The average person has around 60 to 90,000 thoughts per day. 60 to 90,000 thoughts per day. And about 90% of those thoughts are the same as they were yesterday. Think about that. If I think the same thoughts that you thought yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that, and the day before that, do you think your brain will ever change? No, it won't. There's no reason for it to change. The way to change your brain is to actually do things you've never done before, to think in ways you've never thought before, and to actually seek the discomfort. You have to put yourself in that extreme focus and agitation and really focus on how to change yourself and do it over and over and over again. The life you want is through discomfort. And also ask yourself this: is this discomfort going to kill me? Making yourself uncomfortable by going to the gym, by dialing some numbers and making those cold calls, or by going door to door and trying to sell, learning what works, to ask your crush on a date, to put in some hours after work to build that business. Is any of that going to kill you? No. Will it help you grow? Yes, most likely it will. So ask yourself that question. Is this going to kill me? Will this help me grow? And if you come to the right answers, then you know you need to do it. Do the things that are going to help you grow. And again, realize how your brain is working. It wants to keep you safe. So ask yourself, am I safe? Am I safe? Yes, I'm safe. I'm not going to die. Could this help me grow? Then 100% you need to go for it. And there's this challenge that I want to present to you. One of the life coaches I follow uses this challenge to help people get outside their comfort zones. So what the challenge is the next time you go to the coffee shop or gas station or the store, and I've done this, when you go to the register, look the cashier right in the eye and ask for a 20% discount. And this may seem silly, but why not? What are you afraid of? Really, what would be a reason for you being afraid to do this? The person saying no to you? So what? That's definitely something we need to work on, right? Not being afraid of hearing the word no. Being afraid of rejection, of somebody not accepting you. And like I said, I've tried it. The first time I was at Starbucks and Target. I don't even go to Starbucks like that, but I walked in, asked for the discount. She looked at me and said, no, we don't have any discounts. I lived. I tried it a second time, this time at K&G. Got to the register, asked for the discount. Turns out they had a discount that day if you were receiving their text ads, and it was for 15%. So I actually saved money simply because I asked for a discount. And I know some of you may hear this challenge and you already are feeling triggered, like, nah, bro, I won't be doing that. But again, will it kill you? Wouldn't you want to get to a place where those triggers are less and less? Because no, this challenge won't kill you, but it damn sure can help you grow. It's a simple exercise of you stepping outside your comfort zone. And the more you live outside of that comfort zone, the more comfortable you'll be with it. We have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that sounds cliche, but it's 100% true. We have to lean into that discomfort. And you'll notice that if you keep going, if you keep doing things, not just this challenge, but all the things, you'll notice that your comfort zone will get bigger and bigger. It will expand. And when your comfort zone expands, you expand. You grow from the applied suffering of doing things you normally wouldn't do, things that will make you uncomfortable, things that you don't want to do. You don't grow unless you do something different. You don't grow until you can get uncomfortable. And applied suffering is a tool that will absolutely help you because, again, your comfort zone is where your dreams go to die, and they will die if you don't make a change. So that's my challenge. And I know most of you won't do it, but the few who will, you'll feel it after. Ask for that discount. See how it feels. If that idea makes you uncomfortable and you still do it, you'll see what I mean after you do it. You'll be just a little bit closer to being able to step outside of that comfort zone more often. We have to make it a point to be in that area, to be outside of that comfort zone as often as possible. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, please share it with somebody that can benefit from this, somebody who is a friend or a family member, somebody who has goals and is trying to improve their lives. So thank you again, and let's get it in.